back with another, chill out Saturday. Um, Yesterday I did Phantom Doctrine. If you haven't seen those videos, I strongly recommend you go check them out. Um, Title of the video is Multiplayer and Zombies. This was originally going to be Call of Duty Cold War, but the second I popped in the disc, they had an update which was going to take, or is going to take, 73 minutes to update. So, this is our fallback. Um, Black Ops 3 doesn't update nearly as often. True to my word, I'm still going to do a little bit of multiplayer. I'll probably do maybe 5 to 10 multiplayer matches before I go into zombies. Yeah. So let's just kind of lean right into it. I have a little bit more to say, but I don't want to ramble on too much. Going into the multiplayer screen, where it's pretty much black, we can go into public matches normally where we want to go. This is just the specialist that I have showcased. The specialist that I normally use, which I'll pretty much go to him, is Reaper. Mainly just because I like his camos. My secondary is Outrider. Just because I like her Sparrow ability. Now, in Black Ops 3, they kind of went in the specialist route, and this wasn't really that too bad of an idea. I just don't like what they did to the specialists in Black Ops 4. In Black Ops 4, they made it feel very blocky and very generic, whereas in Black Ops 3 they kind of stand out. Now, the thing I hate the most about Black Ops 3 multiplayer is Santa. If you remember, and I'll go through some of these specialists. I haven't unlocked some of them, but the thing that I hate the most about Black Ops 3 multiplayer is the fact that if you remember the Shadows of Evil map where you have to like wall run. Wall running is like a big function in Black Ops 3. So you get a lot of people who will basically go in for a headshot while they wall run. People just need to keep in mind not to get mad if they die on the wall like that, because running and shooting alongside the wall does make you vulnerable. And Sparrow is really, really good at picking them off. Reaper is just a little bit harder to pick them off the wall with his special ability, but I like the irony behind Reaper because I have this jungle skin on him that basically resembles Mystic Beast, but it's ironic that he's fully mechanical too. I don't believe I unlocked Spectre. Yeah, I can unlock. The funny thing. Okay, so let me go into these because I want to. Okay, you got Ruin. Cybernetic leg upgrades that enable temporary bursts of speed or gravity spikes. Mostly people use the gravity spikes. It basically slam these devices on the ground for insta-kills. Sparrow, bow and arrow. You shoot the arrow at the people. It's an insta-kill. Tempest is, well, Vision Pulse is the surrounding area reveal all enemies within range. So it's basically your own personal UAV. Tempest, charged shot weapon that fires an arc of electricity, lethally shocking targets, and chaining all nearby enemies. So this is if you have like a whole fucking team holding up in one area and you manage to fire off this Tempest shot, this can insta-kill like a group of people. And then Glitch is flashback to the previous position while keeping all other conditions intact. So it's a teleport, mainly. Battery, grenade launcher that fires launching grenades which detonate after a short time or hitting the... So it's basically, yeah, a grenade launcher. Kinetic armor makes it harder for her to kill, basically gives her extra hit points. Haven't unlocked Seraph. Haven't unlocked Nomad. See, Nomad is really who I should be playing because he's nature-based. But I don't like his outward appearance, so I don't choose him. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and choose my Reaper. Let me go ahead and look at my score streaks. I've got UAV, HDX, Hellstorm, Talon. But I'm going to take the care package and the UAVs because I feel like helping my team find enemies on the minimap is really, really good. Let me see my classes for a second. I've already got that maxed out. Kuda already maxed out. And if you're ever wondering, Santa, this is why I love the HVK-30, is because the HVK-30 is a weapon in multiplayer that I have maxed out, so I'm like very, very familiar with using it. I also use the Kuda in multiplayer, but the funny thing about Kuda in multiplayer is Kuda is by far more effective in killing players than it is killing zombies on high round. So it's a little bit more consistent, in my opinion. These are, of course, the score streaks that I'm running. Thrusters have a higher recharge rate. The thrusters, of course, involve basically the jetpacks that you get. Anti-up gives me an extra bonus in points for killing, so it makes it easier for me to get those UAVs. And I've got awareness. Enemy movements are easier to hear, so I just know a little bit better when somebody's sneaking up on me. And I'm gonna go ahead and change these concussion grenades to smoke grenades. Unlock and equipped. That's exactly what I want. I want more. Yep. And then I got a frag, so that's good. Can actually take another. What do I already have on here? So I've got the reflex, high caliber. Probably want no mild map signature when fired. Reduced range. That takes away the range though. I'll probably go fast mag. Well, no, because I can't. That's why. Because I don't have a wild card. Wild cards are basically stuff that allows you to do extra things. And I'm not going to do that. I think I'm fine with high caliber and reflex. Other than that, I can personalize it. So I think making it a little harder to see, trying to blend it is gonna work for me. Earn this in multiplayer. Clan tag, earn this in multiplayer. Requires weapon prestige 2. Did I already prestige it? Paint jobs. Yeah, you know what? We are doing, I am officially part of Lunatic's Landing now. Might as well give it a Lunatic's Landing, paint job. So, from there, I'm not really going to do anything with the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher is more to combat enemy score streaks. So if they have enemy UAVs, with a little bit of good aiming, I can get rid of those, and make it harder for the enemy team to do the same thing that I am trying to do for my team. Other than that, core, base game modes and maps. Yep. And what we normally do when we chill out and relax, and by we I mean me, is I just go into free for all is a little bit more chaotic because it's literally everyone versus everyone. Team death is basically what I play, and sometimes you get bad teams, and sometimes you get good teams. Now, I like this game, well, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and not Black Ops, but Call of Duty World War II and Black Ops Cold War is because you can have an absolute team that's just trash, just complete fucking trash, and you can still soldier through and basically win, or it'll literally tell you that you are the top of your team even though you lost. So I like that more than I like if you guys play like Overwatch and stuff like that. I absolutely hated Overwatch because yeah, you could technically carry in Overwatch, but you could carry your entire team and still lose, and your teammates will still blame you. For losing, even though you carried them. And it's just, I'm not there for that, you know? So that's why I like Call of Duty a lot better. We're gonna go team death. And I think we're gonna see how long it takes us to do 5 matches. And if I think it doesn't take that long, then we might do an additional 5 before I go to zombies. But, I actually haven't played Call of Duty Black Ops 3 in a long time. Down here is like a voting system. A lot of the times, when you get into a lobby, you can actually vote which ones you like. Honestly, and again, to be honest, even, I don't know why I keep comparing it to Overwatch, but the maps on, at least on this, don't feel completely retarded in terms of Overwatch. I don't like a lot of the maps on Overwatch. They just have like 3 choke points that you just have to basically go through, and if your team sucks on those choke points, then you're not getting past them, you know? Whereas I feel like a lot of these have, you know, a lot of these are either big maps or they have multiple ways to get around without actually having to rely on other people to do that for you. This game is pretty old, so it's probably going to take a minute for me to actually find an effective lobby. But that's actually okay. Oh, goodness, man. But no, this game, believe it or not, is actually pretty okay in terms of, compared to some of the other garbage that Activision has put out. And you know, going back on the topic of Call of Duty World War II. You know, the funny thing is a lot of people hated on that game mechanically. They just hated, I guess, the mechanics, or like that. No, I remember. Upon research, they hated how rushed the game was. It's taken a minute to get into a lobby less roidage, but you know, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, we're playing this game basically because it was literally going to take 73 minutes for the Call of Duty Cold War update, and yeah, I'm not waiting that long to stream. But it's okay because you know I planned on doing multiplayer, and I have basically a lot to talk about when it comes to multiplayer Call of Duty games. So, you know, I might actually just pop out of this lobby because it's taking way too quick. It's taking way too long, I mean. Yeah, okay, so I appreciate the fact that their updates are normally, extensive. So they normally have, like, you know, an update that has, like, 10 or 15 gigs on it. But a lot of the times when they do update their games, a lot of the times it's, you know, maybe an extra map or like an extra custom gun that they plan on advertising, and that's it. So, you know, once you get past like 10 or 15 maps, like I really don't care for the rest of it. I would I would care more about their updates if their updates were focused on actually fixing the game. You know, if there is a problem with the game, I'd rather them update the game by fixing it as opposed to just adding more content. You know, you can only add so much content, you know, to a trashy game, but if the game is still ultimately trash, then, you know, they're only going to play it for so long before you realize that there is a set of patterns that everyone's going to follow. I honestly, it's the same with Mortal Kombat. How many when you play Mortal Kombat 11 and stuff like that, and you go into competitive and stuff like that, how many Scorpions and Noob Saibot's do you see? Just Jesus Christ. So it's like I just wish they didn't play favorites so often. I wish they actually tried to balance their game, you know? We're gonna find another match. Hopefully it doesn't take as long. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is notorious. Behavior is notorious for adding cosmetics to their game. They're really, really cool cosmetics. And they put it behind a paywall. And then behind that paywall, they literally, behind that paywall, they literally just add, like, trinkets, and, like, they add, skins, and outfits, but they very rarely ever try to, completely fix an issue, in their game. So that is, something that is not... It's something that I don't really appreciate all that much. I'm trying to get into multi... I think we might just do 5 if it's really going to take this long to get a lobby. So, other than that, yeah, how have you guys been doing? Well, specifically, everyone here and you, Less Roidage. How have you been? So we'll take this time to talk about some of my, favorite guns, I guess. Let's go to create a class. Yeah, because it's still gonna look. Nope. Okay, it found somebody. Nope, they left. Nope. Alright. So the BRM is, okay, let's read it. It's been fine, working far too much, but should be a regular viewer again. Less roidage, I feel that. I really do. I went 4 days being pissed off last week because of low staff shortages. It's right around COVID. COVID literally is causing a lot of stupid shit that is happening at work. One of them basically being we don't have the same quality of associates that we did before COVID-19. So I used to have a I used to be able to autopilot my job. I used to be able to do everything without thinking because I had teammates there that actually did what they said that they were going to do. And now I basically have new hires who say they're going to do things that don't actually do the things that, and I'm not bossing them around, I'm just telling them, you know, hey, management wants us to do this, so we're going to do this, and then 20 minutes in, I look around, I look up, and I'm the only one doing it. Because I have to basically go fucking find them, and then when I find them, you know, they do it for 20 minutes, and then when, you know, I'm not watching them or physically fucking them from across the room, then, you know, they're not actually doing it. You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know really how to rectify that. Man, that's what it is. Perhaps I shouldn't have acknowledged the existence of other viewers. I mean, I appreciated them for showing up. But maybe they were just lurkers, you know? Which is not a problem, you know? Lurkers are welcome. You know, if you don't want to respond, you just don't respond. I'm about to abort this multiplayer thing, though. Well, okay, so that's what I've been getting pissed off at lately. Okay, so what happens is my supervisor literally used to be a supervisor in the lumber department. And since, like, I think this was before COVID. Before COVID, we had, like, before COVID, he used to be a supervisor for the lumber department, and then he went over to be a supervisor for the garden department. Well, the problem with that is when he went over to be a supervisor for the garden department, because the supervisor for the garden department left, they hired somebody that was completely new to fill the lumber department supervisor's position. So what ended up happening was he kept having to go over to the opposite side of the store to help the new lumber supervisor do her job properly. And this left me with basically doing my supervisor's job, and eventually I got kind of low-key annoyed with it because I was effectively doing his job without actually getting paid appropriately for doing that job. which I was cool with for a while, but then I started realizing, like, I'm kind of getting fucked. Because, you know, I'm basically doing my supervisor's job for him. And then COVID went around, and then when the beginning of COVID happened, like, all of the people that I trained just left. Like, they didn't put in their 2 weeks notice. They didn't put in their 2 weeks notice. They didn't like let anyone know that they were leaving. They just left. They just fucking left. And then after that, I found out that Home Depot, spoiler alert, I found out that Home Depot was literally we used to have control over who gets hired. Like, we used to control, like, who gets an accepted application, who sits down, and who's eligible for the interview. But then somewhere along the lines, during COVID season, that control got taken away from us, and it was literally just corporate decides who gets accepted and who doesn't get accepted, and management no longer does. And this caused a whole bunch of people to get hired that should have never been hired in the first place. At one point we had a girl who was working on third shift that was drinking basically fireballs. She was on her shift, and she was openly drinking Fireball, and had like 5 or 6 bottles of the stuff, and she was openly drinking Fireball on her shift. And we couldn't fire her immediately because she was new. And the funny thing is like, I don't know why we wouldn't be able to fire her immediately for that. And then we had people who were supposed to, like, downstock merchandise, but and we told them how to downstock merchandise professionally, like, you know, everything you're supposed to do step by step by step. And for whatever reason, several of these new hires thought it would be a great idea to just take a bunch of stuff off the overhead, take a bunch of stuff out of the overheads, and then just leave it there for the next person to do. But it wasn't like a cart of stuff. It was like, they literally took down, like, you know, an entire bay's worth of shit, and they just left it there. And they kept doing it. And they kept having to get talked to about it, and they just didn't, like, for whatever reason, like, you know, they got talked to about it. Like, 3 managers talked to him about it. But he didn't seem to, like, care about it at all. Alright, we are finally in a game. Jesus Christ. 3-3, I can do this. Alright. Okay, so we're about to enter no man's land, so we're gonna go on the side. Nope. That was lag.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Well, okay, so now it's starting to get back to normal, less roidage, but for a while it was really, really fucking ugly. It was like Home Depot corporate is like, we'll take anyone now. I got that kill, I'm proud of that. I'm gonna wait until I'm not dying. There you go. Got him. Oh shit. Okay, I want to see how I died. Beauty about this game is you can actually see the kill cam, and if you take a moment to stop to see like how you died, you can correct the mistake later. I am experiencing a little bit of lag, and that's a little bit annoying, but we'll deal with it. Okay. Okay, so we see that on our minimap. I hear his footsteps.
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online.
Counter
Hostile
UAV.
UAV above.
Nope. That's too late. I should not have done that. Let me see where this, There you go. That's gone. UAV is destroyed. Okay. That was a little annoying. Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, I am kind of backstepping a little bit. See? That there? I'm not gonna say I lost the game because of lag. Destroyed flies. Fuck. Alright. Oh, see, that's just not fair now. They have like, okay, we finally have 4 members. Jesus Christ. Fair enough. We're sure if it was the game causing that. Got him. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Hostile hater detected.
Alright. Got him in the leg. I just died. That sucks. Alright, how can I turn this around? They're probably holed up in no man's land, so I probably need to go around to the side and go up. Got him. Nope. They somehow knew that I was gonna do that. That's fine. I got us 21. Let's smoke screen. We're gonna smoke screen. There you go. Got him.
Specialist neutralized.
Fuck. I don't know why I didn't expect that. $20 to $40. Nope. I don't know how they're side sweeping. Sights up. Got it.
Sarah kill.
Nope. Jesus Christ. Damn it. Alright, I know what I need to do. They're up those stairs and they keep going, they keep filing out through here. Alright, that sucks. We only have 3 players. Why? Damn it. I don't understand that. I mean, I got the assist. Damn it. Oh, man. I think I'm gonna have to play this quiet.
We're out of time. Don't hold back.
Jesus Christ, they're just following me now. Yep. That sucks.
Overhead.
Yep.
We don't reward failure.
I'm not blaming lag on that, I'm just blaming lack of teammates. I mean, I tried to carry, I really did.
Mechanical down.
Flip.
Dude was standing in my spot.
Alright. Do not like that KD, but I'll warm up. I haven't played multiplayer in a long time. But yeah, if the matches don't pick up really, really quick, I might switch to zombies. I didn't know the lobby was going to be this difficult to get into. I should have known better.